A priest who confessed to a Church of England bishop that he had sexually abused a child continued working in a Sussex church despite not being legally allowed to do so.
Robert Coles was finally jailed in February for grooming and abusing 3 boys. The Diocese of Chichester says it's conducting an exhaustive investigation. Our Home Affairs correspondent Colin Campbell has the story.
Mr. Coles, are you ashamed? Are you ashamed of what you've done?
A risk to children, recently jailed for sexually abusing 3 boys.
Mr. Coles, would you like
Robert
to say
Coles
anything
illegally
to,
worked
the
at St
victim?
Luke's Church in Stone Cross near Eastbourne for over 6 years.
In no uncertain terms, this is symptomatic of a dynamic that persisted across the Diocese of Chichester. We have seen this in review after review, in case after case.
Church service records we've inspected show Coles conducted services at St Luke's on over 100 occasions between 1997 and 2003. In 1997 he was arrested for child abuse. Later the same year he told senior clergy he'd sexually abused a boy.
Robert Coles avoided more timely justice, it seems, because the Diocese of Chichester failed to pass on vital information to detectives. He continued working here at St Luke's in Stone Cross, though, without the proper legally required permission. How he was able to do that, the Church say, is now the subject of an investigation.
In a statement, the Diocese of Chichester say the fact that Mr Coles illegally exercised a priestly ministry after he was investigated by Sussex police for offences of child abuse and after he made a partial admission as to the truth of those allegations in 1997 to diocesan authorities shows that the processes followed at the time were seriously flawed.
Gobsmacked, really. It shouldn't be allowed.
It's unimaginable, isn't it, really, that someone that you trust as a member of a local community can be allowed to carry on, yeah.
Jonathan Graves was the vicar of St Luke's at the time. He declined to be interviewed on camera today. He says he was never told Coles was a risk, but accepts it was his mistake allowing him to officiate. Letting a priest work without proper permission is an ecclesiastical offence. The diocese say if anyone knowingly allowed Coles to work and turned a blind eye in any way, they will face disciplinary action. Colin Campbell, BBC South East Today, Stone Cross.